Hey guys, Zach here and welcome to my top 10 PC RPGs to watch in 2014. Now, the RPG has been a staple of gaming for decades, long before computers were even a thing, and 2014 is proving just as exciting for the genre with a list of top-notch game releases and developments to keep an eye on. First up, we've got The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt by CD Projekt RED. It's a third installment to the Witcher series. This time, it's the conclusion to Geralt's story in this open-world fantasy RPG. Running on a new Red Engine 3 that's specifically designed for non-linear open-world games, we can expect a vast world to explore and complex multi-threaded storylines, and probably most importantly, no loading screens. Swordsmanship, alchemy, magic, and big choices to make are central to the Witcher experience. Then we have Wasteland II by InXile Entertainment, a post-apocalyptic RPG that's the first official sequel to the 1988 game Wasteland. The game is set in an alternate timeline where a nuclear holocaust took place in 1998 and will feature turn-based and party-based tactical combat. Make your way through the wasteland with a party of 7 and try your best to survive the desolate landscape. Next, we have Pillars of Eternity by Obsidian Entertainment. Originally titled Projekt Eternity, it's a fantasy RPG that features a party-based real-time with pause tactical gameplay and an isometric interface. Notably, the game will not be based on D&D rules, and the plot and setting are original IPs. Customize your character and recruit up to 5 companions to explore the magical and beautifully rendered 2D world. And then we've got Cyberpunk 2077 by CD Projekt RED, a sci-fi RPG based on the Cyberpunk series of tabletop games. The game is set in a futuristic dystopian world where ultra-modern technology coexists with a degenerated human society. It aims to be mature and ambitious, with character customization strongly tied to the plot, though interestingly it will have a linear story with different classes. First and third person perspectives are an option, and we should keep an eye on this one to see if it's the right game to give you that sci-fi RPG fix. Next up, we've got Divinity Original Sin by Larian Studios, a single-player and co-op multiplayer turn-based fantasy RPG that takes place in the Divinity universe. The story focuses on 2 heroes, a condemned warrior released from chains and a mystic heroine brought back to life. The game will ship with a fully fledged modding tool, so expect to see a ton of custom content keeping this game alive. Then we've got Dragon Age Inquisition by Bioware, an action RPG that is a continuation of the Dragon Age series. This time there'll be a lot more exploration and a more tactical approach to combat for your custom character, and your decisions will have a greater impact on the story. Gain influence, capture forts, and lead the Inquisition in this politically influenced fantasy world. And then what we're calling Mass Effect 4 by Bioware. Not much is known so far, but it's key to remember that it isn't the 4th installment to the game and is actually a working title. The Commander Shepard arc is over and the game could focus on a completely new story in a completely different time. One thing we do know is that the game is heavily influenced by Dragon Age Inquisition, but what that means isn't too clear yet. Gotta keep a watch on this one to see how it turns out. And next up, we've got Dark Souls 2 from Software, an action RPG that is the sequel to the game famed for its difficulty. There's no direct connection between the 2 games though. You play a cursed character trying to find a cure where you have to fight through monsters using a myriad of weapons. The game world is twice the size of the first game and will also notably be released on the PC. Prepare to die in this epic but unforgiving game with no such thing as an easy mode. And then we've got South Park: The Stick of Truth by Obsidian, a unique single-player RPG based on the television series South Park. If you like the show, then you probably want to check this out. Gameplay has some legit RPG mechanics with just a bit of a twist. Get ready for a ridiculous storyline, LARPing, and probably Kenny being killed in this one-of-a-kind game. And finally, we've got Runemaster by Paradox Development Studio, an RPG formerly known as Projekt Nero. The game is based on Norse mythology and features procedurally generated content, so no 2 playthroughs are the same. Not too much is known so far, but you play a heroic champion in a time of chaotic upheaval. The game takes place in 6 of the 9 Norse worlds: Midgard, Jotunheim, Muspelheim, Helheim, Alfheim, and Svartalheim. So keep an eye to see if we're getting another epic Viking game. Now, most of these games should be releasing this year, but either way, you should keep an eye on developments to see if the games will be able to roleplay a good game or not. Alright, that wraps up my top 10 PC RPGs to watch in 2014. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, drop me a like or share it with your friends. The support is always appreciated. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.